Prius sort of camping day 5 started with a bang and ended with fire. Howdy again, folks. Rick from the Boondocking Bears. Leaving Charleston, Little Bear and I headed north to see 2 infamous sites the U.S. government would rather folks forget. But that didn't deter us. The sleepy rural community of Mars Bluff, South Carolina, and then an infamous dark pullover on a Virginia side road. It was a long day, but it's a short video. So let's get to it. Walter Gregg and his family had quite a day back on a quiet spring Tuesday in March of 1958 at his home in rural South Carolina. That day, unheard 3 miles above, the bombardier aboard a U.S. Air Force B-47 Stratojet carrying a nuclear bomb, headed to England, intended as a nuclear deterrence during the Cold War, pulled one of the great oopsies of all time. I can imagine the radio call to the pilot. "Oh, Captain, I pushed the wrong button." And with that, an armed Mark VI atomic bomb hurtled downward, landing and detonating in Walter Gregg's backyard. Fortunately for everyone involved, above and below, the nuclear fission rod was still aboard the B-47, having been stored separately, but the detonator exploded and destroyed the Gregg home. The family was home, though thankfully were not seriously injured. The explosion shattered windows 5 miles from the blast. Folks, if you want a weird experience, stand at ground zero of where a nuclear bomb landed and imagine what it would be like had that fission rod been installed. I don't know what happened to the airman who pulled that trigger, but I can't imagine his career advanced too far after that. So now, northward again to Virginia and the kill site of John Wilkes Booth. Visiting less popular Civil War places is my thing. Out-of-the-way places and visiting the kill site of John Wilkes Booth in the pitch dark, even though now just a roadside historical marker, is right up my alley. In the dark, it was eerie to say the least. On a rural Virginia road alone, visiting the spot where Booth was shot and burned to death, trying to evade capture for the assassination of Abe Lincoln. Nothing remains but the roadside marker, but for a Civil War nut, it was a bucket list place to be. So eerie as it was, that didn't stop Little Bear breaking the solemnity, deciding it was the perfect place to roll in the weeds and be silly. And he had me laughing as we piled into the car and took the short ride to Fredericksburg, ending another long and memorable day. He was an exhausted little puppy, and yes, there he is again, passed out cold, hogging all the pillows. So as always, smile, enjoy, be charitable to all, and talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.